minus log x, assuming that all these guys are to base 10. So this would be 3 log base 10 x plus 7. So that's, then we know that log 10 base 10 is the same thing as 1. So this will, can write that as log 10 minus log 10 x. So which is the same thing as just saying log x plus 7 plus log 10 minus log x, right? This, the first term I can write as x plus 7 to the power 3 plus log 10 minus log x. So if we're adding logs, that's the same thing as multiplying, okay? As multiplying the terms thereof, okay? So this will be log x plus 7 to the power 3 multiplied by 10 minus log x. If you're subtracting logs, the same thing as dividing the terms. So this can now become log 10 multiplied by x plus 7 to the power 3 divided by x. So that's the single term. Log 10 multiplied by x plus 7 to the power 3 divided by x. Right, so 20. It is given that q is equals to that and r is equals to that. Or these are matrices. Find q plus r, it's the same thing. I'll add elements in the same position together. That's how it's done. So you add elements that are in the same position together. Element 4 plus 0, element 3 plus 2, go to 2, element 2 plus element 5, element minus 2 plus 3. And that eventually gives us minus 4, 5, 7, 1, 5, 7, 1. Right, find the inverse of q. It's 2 by 2 matrix. So there's a formula to do that. We just use the formula, and the formula states that we are given a matrix that has the following elements: A, B, C, D as elements. We can find the inverse of this matrix by multiplying it by 1 over A times D, element A times D minus element C times B, and multiply all of these elements by negative B and negative C, and A and D will switch these ones, switch the position of these elements. Alright, cool. So that's how it's done. So in this case, what is A and B? A, B, and C, minus 4, 3. So our elements are minus 4, 3, 2, and minus 2. Okay. So just go ahead and place the values. A is what? Minus 4. Minus 4 times minus 2 minus what is C. C is 2 multiplied by what is B. B is 3. Everything multiplied by what is D. D is minus 2 and B will now become minus 3. And C will become minus 2. A is minus 4. So minus 4 times minus 8, that minus 2, that is 8. 2 times 3, that is 6. Multiplied by minus 2 minus 3 minus 2 minus 4. Alright, so 1 over 8 minus 6, that's something as 1 over 2 multiplied by minus 2 minus 3 minus 2 minus 4. And if you like, you can multiply through by 1 over 2, multiply each element by 1 over 2. So that becomes minus 1 minus 3 over 2 minus 1 minus 2. And now this is minus 1 minus 3 over 2 minus 1 minus 2. Alright. Question 21. Diagram shows a circle with center O. Angle ABC is 60 degrees. That is 60 degrees. One of the properties of circle. This will be 2 times 60. This angle will then be 120 degrees. So angle T for the whole angle is 360 because it's a full circle. So to get T, the angle T is equals to 360 degrees minus 120 degrees, and that should give us 0 minus 0, 6 minus 2, that is 4, 3 minus 1, that is 240 degrees. So angle T, the angle marked T is 240. Question 22 now. Johan spends P on food and spends Q, Namibian dollars, on drinks. Write an expression in terms of P, Q for the total in Namibian dollars he spends. So they want the total. So total just simply means the sum. So we would say total is equals to the amount that he spent on food, which is P, plus the amount that he spent on drinks, which is Q. So the total is equals to P plus Q. That's all. So P plus Q is the total. Right, cool. Let's move on to 23. The first 4 terms of a sequence are 4, 9, 14, 19. Write down the next term. So what we can write or observe is that, how do we get from 4 to 9? There was a number that was added, and that number is 5. So you would say 4 plus 5 then will give us 9. 9 plus 5, that will give us 14. So there's a common difference here of 5. It's the same thing as 19 minus 14, that will give us 5. 9 minus 4, that is 5. 1 minus 1, that is 0. So that is 5. So to write the next term would be what? 19 plus 5. 9 plus, well, this is 24. So the common difference is 5. That's cool. B. Find the nth term of this sequence in its simplest form. From what we have observed, we have seen that we have a common difference. That is 9 minus 4 is equals to 14 minus 9, which is equals to 19 minus 14. All these, their difference is 5. So this is a common difference. So to get the nth term, I would say Tn is equals to A plus, since it's an arithmetic progression, plus n minus 1 multiplied by the common difference. So what is the first term? The first term is 4 plus n minus 1. Common difference is 5. Work this one out. We'll say 4 plus, or expand the bracket, we'll have 5n. 5 multiplied by minus 1, that is minus 5. Therefore, we'll have 5n minus 5 plus 4. This becomes 5n minus 1. Therefore, Tn is equal to 5n minus 1. So this is the nth term. Tn is equals to 5n minus 1. Find the volume of the hemisphere. This one is easy. We are given the formula and the radius is 8 centimeters. The volume should be in centimeter cubes. So just go ahead and do that. Would say 4/3 times pi times 8 centimeters, everything cubed. And then press that on your calculator, and the final answer will be 2144.66 cubic centimeters. To 3 significant figures, this becomes 2140 cubic centimeters. Not necessary to do this though. Just leave this as the final answer. Okay, now 25. Function f and g are given such that f of x is that and g of x is x squared, where x is a real number. Find g f of x. Okay, so g f of 2. So first you need to find what's f of 2. So I would say f of 2. What do we know about f? F is 3 minus 4x, but we know that x is 2 in this case. So times 2. So this gives us 3 minus 8. And 3 minus 8 gives us minus 4. Therefore, what do we know? We know that g minus 4, that's our final answer. So we'll have minus 4 squared. 4 squared minus 4 squared is the same thing as 4 squared, which gives us 16. Gives us 16 as the final answer. Okay, that's one way to do it. So let's look at another way to do it. Another way to do it will be g f of 2. Can write this as 3 minus 4x everything squared. This becomes 3 minus 4 times 2 everything squared. So 3 minus 8, which is minus 5, g of minus 5, that is minus 5 squared, that is 25. So 3 minus 8 squared, that is minus 5 squared, which is 25, not 16. So this is 25. Solve the equation 5 minus x. F of x is equal to 5 minus x. We know that f of x is equal to 3 minus 4x. So 3 minus 4x, which is f of x, is equal to 5x. That's rewriting the equation. I can go ahead and solve for x. So 3, bring this one to that side. Since it's positive here, then it becomes minus 5. This one is negative this side, take it to the other side. It becomes positive 4x minus x. 3 minus 5, we have minus 2. 4 minus x, that is 3x. Therefore, x is equals to, what we'll do here is divide by 3, divide by 3. 3 and 3 cancel out. Therefore, what we have is x is equals to minus 2 over 3. Question 26. Find the equation of the line L shown in the grid. So this is the line L. So it's a straight line. The equation should be that of a straight line as well. So we need to find the gradient and the y-intercept. So y is equals to mx plus c will give us the answers we're looking for. C from here, which is the y-intercept, is what? Is 12. The equation intersects or crosses the y-axis at point 12. We can write that as 12. The gradient on the other hand is equals to change in y divided by change in x, which is the same thing as y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. In this case, let's call this area our point 1, where we have x1 and y1, which is equals to 1. x1 is 0, while 1 is 12. That's what we have there. And this will be point 2. This intersect here will be point 2, which is x2, y2, which is the same thing as our x2 is 12, y2 is 0, y is 0 at this point. So y2 is 0 minus y1, which is 12, divided by x2, which is 12, minus x1, which is 0, we have minus 12 over 12, which is minus 1. So gradient is minus 1, therefore the equation is equal to minus 1 multiplied by x plus c is 12. Finally, equation of line L is equal to line L. So line L is equal to minus x plus 12. Moving on to question B. Write down 3 inequalities which define the shaded region R. Okay, in this case, the shaded region R, I do not see it clearly, so I'm assuming this line here going past 3 defines, that's a solid line, and we have a dotted line here. Okay, and then we have, of course, a solid line defined minus x plus 12 defined by that equation. And I'm assuming this is my shaded region. If this is the shaded region, then let me just list down the equations of the lines given. This one, the equation for this line is x is equals to, what is this? Equals to 3, and this one is y is equals to 4. Alright, cool. So the shaded region is, if line y is equals to 4, means that the shaded region is above line y is equals to 4. Therefore, the inequality would be shaded region would be greater than, it's greater than 4. So would be, so the equation would be y greater than 4. As for x, because shaded region is above this line. The reason why I'm just using greater than is because the line is a dotted line. If it was a solid line, it would then have been y is greater than or equals to 4. In this case, I'm shading, y represents the shaded region. Cool. For x is equal to 3, the inequality would be, what's the question? Write down 3 inequalities which define the shaded region. Excellent. For this one, since it's a solid line, so everything shaded is on that side of the equal sign. So knowing this is 3, so x is greater than or equal to 3. So that's our x. And as for that equation, we would say everything shaded is below the equation. Therefore, we would say L, and it's a solid line, L is less than, in fact, let's write down what we know for now. So what we know is that x is greater than or equals to 3 and y is greater than 4. For the last equation, let's pick some points. Let's pick point 5. So that is 6 there, and it's 5 here. So 5 and 6, and test it out in the equation. So we have 5, 6. Yeah, so our equation is this one, minus x plus 12. So y is 6 and x is 5. minus 5 plus 12. So 6 is equals to minus 5 plus 12 minus 5 plus 12. What does that give us? This gives us 6 is equals to, or 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 minus 5 gives us 7. So this tells me that y is less than or equals to x minus x plus 12. Yep. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yeah. So this value here is less than that. Therefore, the equation would be y is less than equals to minus x plus 12. Cool. That's it for this one. Those are our 3 equations. Elena scores the following marks in a mathematics test. The mean mark was 16.5. Find the value of x. Okay, this is how you do this one. Mean is equal to 16.5. Okay, and the formula for mean, it's using m as representing mean. It's equals to, I add all those guys up, add them all up. 16 plus 20 plus 8 plus 19 plus 26 plus 11 plus 17 plus x divided by the total number. How many are they? How many tests did he write? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tests divided by 8. So 16.5 is equals to 16 plus 20 plus 8 plus 19 plus 26 plus 11 plus 17. And all this for total of this gives me 117. So 117 plus x divided by 8 multiply by 8 multiply by 8 that side. Therefore what we have is 117 plus x is equals to 8 times 16 point, make it in red, we have 117 plus x. Okay, make it in red. Alright, so how do I get x to be alone this side? To do that, I need to subtract 117 minus 117 plus x is equals to 8 times 16.5 minus 117. This and this one will cancel out, therefore I have x is equals to 8 times 16.5, that gives me 132 minus 117, final answer is 15. So the missing test. Alright, question 28. So a box contains 3 red balls, 7 green balls, and 10 white balls. A ball is picked from the box at random. Find the probability that the ball is white or red. Alright, cool. So we have a box. So we have a box. This box contains 3 red balls. 1, 2, 3. 7 green balls. Okay. See if we can get green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 10 white balls. Oh boy, I can't indicate 10 white balls. So what I'll do instead, I will write 3 red balls, 7 green balls, and G for green, and 10 white balls. 10 for white balls. Okay. What is the probability that one that will pick up white or red ball? Okay. The probability of picking up a white ball, that is 10 over, in total how many balls? The total balls in the box are 3 red, just say 3 red, 3 red balls plus 7 green ball plus 10 white balls. 3 plus 7 plus 10, that is 10 plus 10 gives me 20 balls in total. So we have 20 balls in total. The probability of picking red or white would be, we have probability of picking red balls is equals to 3 red balls, because since there are 3 red balls, probability of picking just red ball is 3 over 20 over the total number of balls. The probability of picking just white balls is 10 over 20. So white or red ball. Therefore, the probability of picking red or white balls is equal to, I just add these two, is equals to probability of red ball plus probability of picking white balls, which is equals to, for red balls is 3 over 20, for white balls it's 10 over 20, which reduces down to 13 over 20, which is exactly the same thing as, what is this? Come on, it's the same thing as 0.65. Question B. What's the probability of picking a purple ball? The probability of picking purple ball is 0 over 20, because there are no purple balls, so which is 0. Alright, we're looking at David invests 9,500 in a bank which pays 6% compound interest per annum. Calculate the total amount that David receives after 4 years. So in this case, we just need to use the formula. The amount that David receives is equals to principal that he invests multiplied by 1 plus the rate divided by 100 to the power n, which is the number of years that David invests. In this case, what is the principal? It's 9,500. The rate is 6%, and number of years is 4%. So principal is 9,500 million dollars. The rate 6%, number of years is 4. Therefore, this becomes 9,500 multiplied by 1 plus 6 over 100 to the power 4, which gives us, so David will receive 11,993.53. So David receives 11,993.53 cents at the end of 4 years. That's it for this question paper. Next up, paper 2.